Right.
Okay.
And we are live.
Wow, we almost got carried away there.
I wasn't paying any attention, and it's like,
No,
oh, it's
not at all.
showtime.
Not at all. It's like, don't mind us. We were just having a panic attack in the back room. It's okay.
It's all good. Good morning, everyone. It is March 10th, 2022. And you are watching the Ragin 2, the vlogs, because we have to make things complicated.
Yeah, of course. And we're going to make it even more complicated today.
Yeah, especially because my mouse is acting crazy and I can't get it to stop. Oh, okay, here's the intro. Back.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Okay, so my right nostril will not stop running.
Oh
and
no.
So I'm cramming some toilet paper up there.
It's this weather change that refuses to make a decision. That's because now it's like yesterday it was snowing, now it's like nice and sunny, and you know, it's this is why this is actually how we get sick. You know, it's this change of weather that oh my goodness. So good morning, everybody. You know, so I guess today is another quiet day, I guess. Yeah.
Nick and Luke drained everybody.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so that's true. There we go. We have Stone. Good morning, Stone. Yeah, exactly. And you would know, right? You would definitely know, right? So good morning, everybody. Oh, hello.
Oh, here they come.
Good morning. Yeah. Here they go. Everyone's waking up now. They're, you know, that's the thing. But you know, I think that hi, Aria.
Hello.
I think that this also lends into the conversation we're probably going to have later. But let me start the intros here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and I'm letting you do the math. And I am known for the funny animal fantasy adventure Tall Tales. And I'm currently known for my medieval fantasy soap opera Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which is now in pre-launch. And the campaign launches in 5 days. So links in the chat and the show notes for you to sign up to get notified. But in the meantime, you can read both my comics online at Tall Tales, TAILSonline.com, and egoworks.com, EGOWRKS. And if you're joining us from Twitter and Facebook, come on over to YouTube and join our sexy people in the chat. And you can also watch my videos on how I make my comics. And also you can see replays of all the previous vlogs that we've done here on my channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art. Nita, who are you to the people?
I am a rap god. My name is Nita Lanning. I'm a writer, vlogger, blogger from Southeast Louisiana. I am CEO and executive producer of the Ragin 2 Broadcast Network.
There you go. It's the boss lady.
Rap God.
Rap God. Yeah, Rap God. Yes. We're gonna have to get you. So Mayor has the fuckers in charge. You know, and so we have to get you Nita Lanning Rap God plaque. That's what we have to do. You need, you know. Oh my goodness. So I guess the usual housekeeping right. The usual housekeeping. So we have our three usual campaigns that we're going to be talking about it until you are either sick of it or you spend all your money on it.
Do it.
Long shots on Indiegogo. If you've ever looked at crowdfunding, independent crowdfunding, and go, you know, I don't even know where to start. I don't know, you know, like where to even look for what I'm interested in. Well, you know what? This is the campaign to do it. Nine books, 9 different flavors. And you are guaranteed to find something that you are going to love in this pack. The long shots on Indiegogo. Check it out now.
Hey, I got this. JD sent this. You want me to show him this?
Oh, sure. Oh wow, that was
very dynamic, right?
Very dynamic. Yes,
I really felt like I should have seen that in theaters.
Right. So there you have it. There you have it. Long shots on Indiegogo. How many days does it have left? I know
it's 28.
28 days. So there's still time, but you know what? Why spend that time waiting? Just go to Indiegogo now and pledge and get 9 books. You know, if you don't like them, your friends will like them, your family will like them, and you know, just everyone will love you as being that person who introduced them to their next favorite book. So go be that person.
Speaking of favorite books,
there you go. Yeah, good segue. Good segue. So also launching on March 21st is the next Oswald Chronicles miniseries. It's a new story featuring Oswald, and I think this one is a 2 or 4 issue limited series that's starting in this campaign, March 21st on Kickstarter. Check it out. Again, links in the show notes and the chat. And last but not least, the nerve-wracking Egoraven, Heir the First Unicorn launches in 5 days. Where you can pick up issues 1 through 4 and the prequel in one campaign. But of course, if you have all that already, you can also just pick up issue 4 because I'm, you know, because I want to make sure everybody gets, you know, this story. So launches March 14th. We will be, me, unless Nita wants to join me, we will be doing a launch party on my channel and streaming to Ragin 2. To make this campaign live. So join us on Monday at 4 o'clock where I will launch this campaign. So yes, again, links in the show notes, in the chat.
Hit the buttons.
And hit the buttons. And hit all the buttons while you are
all
in there. All of them. Exactly.
Repeatedly, if you can.
So Nita, you have any housekeeping to...
Well, did you want to talk about what we're planning on doing?
Oh, well, it's I guess so. I was asked a question yesterday that made me kind of rethink a lot of things, and I was just discussing with Nita as well. So we have decided that starting next week? You wanna do this? Okay, starting next week, we are going to be running the vlogs on Mondays and Fridays only. So instead of doing Monday through Friday, we're going to do just Mondays and Fridays. We're going to start your week and we're going to end your week. Yeah, exactly. And it's like because you have all these cool people in the middle that will be able to entertain you for the rest of the week. You know, so there's I don't want to say there's
They'll keep
no
you warm
reason.
until we get back.
Right, exactly, exactly. You know, it's like because it's like, you know, this place doesn't run itself. So so you know what? It's like now that we have all these people. Hey, John. Now that we have all these cool people on our roster, keeping you guys company, you know, we can, you know, go work on the back end, you know, because
Yes.
that's where the magic really happens, is on the back end.
That's where the money comes from to make this better.
Yes, exactly. So we will be joining you on Mondays and on Fridays, same time at 11 a.m. with me starting up my art live streams on Wednesdays, but at 4 o'clock I'm bringing back my live streams because it's like, you know, well, if I'm gonna do the launch party on Monday, I might as well bring back my live streams on Wednesdays. So
Yeah, for sure.
so at least that way you can all watch Brian K. Morris in peace. You don't have to worry about rushing to the end of our vlog. So it'll, you know, and I think it'll free up people's schedule, you know,
and it'll help us. And we're going to introduce the 15 minutes.
Yes.
So
yes, we are.
Hey, can I play it?
Yeah, go ahead. So yes.
Okay, this is coming too.
To carry on?
Yes.
In the future, everybody will be world famous for 15 minutes.
So there we go.
Fucking hilarious.
I know. It's like
great.
Andy Warhol, the original art troll.
So we're gonna like grab some of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You can email me at raginabc.com if you're interested in a spot. But we're gonna give you 15 minutes at the end of a vlog, and then we're gonna boot you out and say goodbye.
Right, we're gonna give you the Oscar music and everything. But yeah, so that's so we're gonna have we're going to so on Mondays and so Mondays we're gonna have, I guess, crowdfunding guests. I guess we still haven't figured this out yet, but we do. Like, I think this coming Monday we have Glenn, right? We have Glenn Fleming coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there we go. So we have Glenn on yeah. Yes, we are.
Plug it up.
Right, and then it's like we're going to have this 15-minute segment where if you have a campaign or you have a website you want to promote or you have a book you want to promote, and you know, but you don't have a campaign, you know, you get
Whatever.
We're going to give you 15 minutes to talk about it. So yeah, so if you want, so if you're interested in that segment, talk to Nita at raginabc@gmail.com and we'll fit you in. And you can help us usher in the next phase of Ragin 2. So, it actually doesn't sound that bad.
No.
I was having a panic attack about it last night, but it's like, oh wait, no, this could actually work.
For sure. And I'm excited because it's like,
Right.
it's okay. Like, I don't mind doing shows, but I don't like having my own so
Right.
much.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Yeah.
it's always been draining to me. And even on the lives, I'd complain to Meredith. I'd be like, dude, I hate this. this
Oh,
sucks.
really?
Yes.
That's funny.
And but, you know, I might have a newfound enjoyment for it if it's not something that's required every single day. And plus,
right.
the back end workload is heavier now because I'm sitting here trying to maintain the social media presence I had when I had a full-time partner at work.
Right, yeah.
And now the same amount of work is coming in and it's only me.
Right,
So,
yeah.
And it gives me the opportunity to, if I want to pop on somebody else's show to promote the network and just chill with somebody else, I'm
Right.
free now to be able to do that more.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's beneficial all around.
Yeah, because it's like I said, he asked me the question yesterday that it's like, why do you do a daily stream?
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. I'll explain why for everybody. The
Right.
reason why Meredith and I started with a daily stream is at one time we had a conversation with Sam Vera, and Sam was talking to us about how fast, how easy and quickly you can become irrelevant in the industry, and how important it is to maintain a daily social media presence. And so the daily vlogs were our way of doing that when it was just us. Well, now I'm in a position with all you guys over here that I can go out now and start promoting brand. I don't have to promote face anymore because people know who I am now.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, well, come see my beautiful bastard baby. You come to my house and visit the baby. I'm not bringing the baby out.
Right, that's true. Yes, yes. So it was just
Morning,
so it was
Russ.
just oh, good morning, Russ. So it was just like just one of those questions that was funny because like I never thought of asking myself that question, and I certainly didn't ask you that question. It's like we just went in. I mean, I just went into this assuming this is just how this part was supposed to work. I mean, it was just, it's just kind of funny. I mean, but not in a haha kind of way, that it was just like everything else we adjusted.
Right.
We took Meredith's vision of what she was planning to do, and we adjusted it for what we needed to do.
Right.
Because it's like there were just some things that it's like, that we felt just wasn't going to work for us. Doing.
Well, she had strength in areas that I do not.
Right. Yeah.
And a presence in areas that I do not. So for me, it was easier for us to become more laser focused this way.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, while it's still the same vision, it's catered to something that I could carry.
Right. Yeah. And it was right. So it's like, it was just funny how we were able to look at everything else, and then, well, it's like you said, we started the daily vlogs because at the beginning it was just us. So we were the content. So we had to, so doing a daily vlog made sense. But now that we have Luke, we have Randy, we have JD, we have, it's like
Luke,
we have
Nick, and we've got
we have
Mike,
Stone,
Jimmy, and Marvy coming, and
right,
Stone,
yeah, we have we
much.
have more people coming in, and it's like, oh wait, we don't have to, we can take this hour that we're spending, and now we can transfer that energy in other places where we need it. So it was just funny how it's like it took somebody else to ask that question that we should have asked ourselves.
I am so glad he did, because I was getting to the point where I was like, I really wanted to talk to you, but I didn't know how to approach it because I didn't want to seem like, oh, well, now that I've got everybody over here, I'm going to bounce, because it's not like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I'd rather. I'm not a producer if I'm always on camera.
Right,
I
exactly.
don't need to be this. I don't need to be a star. I don't like it.
Right.
Do I enjoy the interaction and engagement? Absolutely. Will I continue to do it? Sure. Do I need to do it as much? No, I don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And right. And as chief creative officer, I'm not just doing the vlogs either. It's like I'm doing all the graphics. I'm doing all, like a lot of the visual updates for the channel. We're bringing back the classic Sunday funnies, which requires me to edit those, to do some minor editing on them so that we can upload them onto the channel. It's like, so I would rather take Wednesday's hour from the morning that we would have fighting Brian K. Morris. I would rather take that hour and put it into that editing. It's like, so I think that kind of like brings up the importance of not only putting yourself on a schedule, but so that not only do you know what you can do, but in the end, what you can't do.
Right.
It's like, because, here we started February 15th, and here we are March 10th, and now we're beginning to see, like, how the patterns are working for us. Just stay off my couch.
Jesus, you're not even going to let me get comfortable?
All right, yeah. So it's like, so we're able to now look at, we have the data to right, exactly, to analyze. And it's like, okay, so we know this worked up until this point, but now this is not working. Right. Or at least because what's funny too? It's not funny, haha. But the fact that he asked that question before it hit critical.
Yeah, it was getting close for me though.
Right.
Seriously.
I mean, I what's funny is there we go, the nervous tick. Take a shot. I kind of wonder if maybe he did see something in the videos. Hello, hey Marvy. That he did see something in the videos that made him ask that question.
I don't know. Now I want to ask him. Now I'm paranoid. God, did I? Was it my face? Was it my face?
It's maybe it was the both of. I mean, who knows? It could be the both of us. Because he was concerned about us burning out so quickly, especially because we had to start this up so quickly.
Right. It was fast. It was just like
right. And at least we know now that's like, oh snap, we can, it's like it's time to make that turn before we hit that brick wall. And it's I was kind of feeling that too, because it's like, oh, like every day it's like I literally go to bed going, what am I going to talk about tomorrow?
Right.
And and it's like, and it was just getting kind of like worse and worse. It's like, it's like, oh, what are we going to talk about and fill up an hour? And and it's like, and it just took that one question to go. It's like, you know what? Maybe we don't have to. And this is something that everybody, that if you're in any creative field, it's like, but of course it's like, we're talking predominantly about comics and this type of thing. Like, you have your schedule and you know how many pages you can do. And optimally how many pages you can do.
Right. But
you also have to consider that you don't work optimally. That you don't work like that all the time.
No.
So you so that actually you have to plan for kind of like how you're going to function on your worst days, not necessarily how you're going to function on your best days.
Absolutely.
Which both are actually, they balance each other's out. You're going to have the good days, you're going to have the bad days, and you have to schedule in between them, because you have to, if you have to pivot, you can do that. And
you have to allow yourself room to pivot. You can't have things stretched so tight there's no give.
Yeah, and I think that we were fortunate that we're able to talk about this now, where we're still fresh, and like going, oh yeah, and still think about it, as opposed to being resentful about it.
Right. Which I have been. Like towards the end, let's see, September, October, and November last year. And I know why she was doing it now. Meredith was pushing me constantly to be online, and I couldn't figure out why. It's like, why? Like, we could guess off. She's like, I'm not going, you go. And it's just like everything. I was doing the daily vlog. We had interviews, sometimes 3 to 4 a week.
Right.
I was doing a couple of shows on another network, and then guesting on shows too. And there were days that I'd do three shows. You know, in fact, there was one time I did 4. but that was only
Ooh.
once.
What was it,
And
like 5 hours of streaming?
it was 6 hours of streaming.
Oh my God.
And it was
yeah.
back to back. I had one little break in between. It was the day of Rob's little pseudo award show. During that, I was on a show. We did the awards, took a break. I had to do something else. Then we vlogged, and then later that night we did a drunk stream.
Right. Wow.
But
Yeah,
it was just,
that's too much. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now the reason is because everybody knew me and Meredith. Meredith was trying to get people to know me, and so she was pushing for me to have content without her. And I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, I burned out. It burned me out quick. It was 3 months of nonstop streaming, and on top of homeschooling and still trying to maintain the house. I was falling apart. It drove me crazy.
Wow.
And I'd wake up in the morning. I'd be like, motherfucker, good morning, everyone. I don't want to get to that point anymore. Right. I don't want to be there.
Yeah. So now that we have that opportunity to change, and we have that opportunity, we can before it gets to that point. Well, although for you, it, you were there. Yeah, that was also a thing too. That he had that JD had said. Like, so remember the other day when I was talking about how nobody was special? The nobody was special speech. Nobody's special, so get your workout. So JD gave me the opposite of that speech. He said, by doing a daily vlog, you're not special. And that's the problem. That it's like that what all you're doing is teaching your audience to take you for granted. And it was just like, oh, okay. Oh.
He's so brilliant. I love his timing.
So that's the thing. So and what's funny is that I was thinking about, again, there we go, take a shot. If
no more shots for Nita.
Yeah. So
we're done.
I started thinking about all these other vloggers that I watch on YouTube, and how they all eventually do the same thing. They come out trying to do a daily vlog. But
that's important in the beginning because it's what gets you noticed.
And then they're like going, once a week. You're getting this once a week.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, and the thing is, though, is that it hasn't stopped me from watching their channels. No. In fact, it's like I would rather watch, even though that's not what's going to happen here, as far as we know so far, you're not going to get a longer vlog because we're only once or twice a week. No. It's like you're still going to get the hour and the hour, because, like I said, this is our job-ish, but it's the more back end stuff that's our work. Not the front end right now. So it's like, so the vlogs that I was watching where they went to a weekly schedule, I mean, I still watch them. That's the thing. It's not like I stopped.
You're about to find out, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too. And it's like we have all you guys coming in with your own personalities and your own shows, and it's like so we're going to be in the back cooking dinner.
And when the boys come home, you got something to eat.
Right, yeah, exactly. So I don't think in the end, it's like I don't think it's a detriment at all. I mean, in fact, it's like what we're doing is leaving more room for you guys. Right. So we'll be here, we'll still be here. Like I said, we're going to start your week and we're going to end your week. And if you
sounds like tomorrow the internet people are coming.
Oh yes. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting too. Yeah, bitches. Speaking of back end, I mean, holy crap! That was a long time coming. Getting your internet fixed.
I hope it works. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. So I think so that's what's going on. So that's like the longest housekeeping we had. But I think that it's an idea that can transfer over to whatever creative endeavor that you're doing.
Yes.
Is that you do need to take care of yourself mentally for it to work. Because if you're just going to burn the candle at both ends, because what good is it if you're just going to hustle, and then collapse in a heap, unable to continue, unable to finish it. Right, exactly. There's too much to do for that. So, speaking of hustle, let's show some love at the 30-minute mark. And and let's talk a little bit about this whole bullshit hustle culture.
Bullshit hustle culture right after this.
Bullshit hustle culture coming up.
It's Monty Moore. I'm a 30-year comics veteran in comics, games, and movies, and you've been watching one of my absolute favorite podcasts, Catch the Craze.
You are watching Catch the Craze.
What am I listening to?
And you're listening to Catch the Craze.
Where are all the indies at?
A Catch the Craze podcast.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Catch the Craze.
What are you going to do?
Subscribe now to Catch the Craze, the #1 show online for independents.
Have you subscribed to?
You are an independent. Catch the craze. Making moves on your own. Catch the craze. On your grind in the streets. Catch the craze. Join the movement. Catch the craze.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics. The fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? It's special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
Yeah. So you see, there we go. There's Randy. So you see, it's like you don't need us every day, but we work for you every day to bring you this content.
And plenty more to come.
Yeah, and plenty more to come.
And go, Daphne.
Okay, yeah. So that brings up this whole thing about hustle culture, rise and grind, and how kind of like self-destructive it really is if taken to its extreme, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. So rise and grind, right? We've heard that phrase before, where it's like all you do is just you work, and you work on your thing, you work on your thing, you work on your thing. That's all you do, to the exception of everything else, right? And the thing is, though, is that, like, I understand the concept. I understand it. But when you really think about it, it's like, how healthy is it to pretty much destroy yourself for a project? Because in the end, that's kind of what the implication is. That if you're,
I was getting there. Oh God, I'm totally okay. I'm doing this. I'm going Avatar. Like the internet's so bad.
Right. So there you go. Yeah.
Okay, though.
No, your audio's fine. The audio's always been fine. It's just that your visuals have always been. Yeah. But go ahead.
I really, really burned myself out. Like I did. Like I was resenting what I was doing. And that's not a good place to be in. But I was also in a place where I had to do the hustle Nobody gave a fuck who I was. I've written things under pseudonyms. Am I going to tell you what they are? No, I'm not. That's why I put them under a pseudonym. Am I doing things on my own now? Yes, but a lot of stuff that's in the works still has to be paid for. So it's like it was. I had to get out there and had to be seen. And to get people to like, okay, so Mayor's gone now and you never knew who I was. You never saw me on the front end. Why would you come here now? You know?
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah, but we don't have to do the grind like that anymore. Like, I think the hustle can be important.
Yeah. Well, I think that building the network and promoting and whatnot, like that's we're still hustling. It's not like we're just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. I mean, I think that's the initial concept of hustle culture, is making it happen for you, not waiting for somebody else to come in going, oh, I can do this for you, but you have to do it under my terms. It's like, no, this is us doing this under our terms. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, my back hurts too from that, you know. Because, well, yeah, it
has its time and place, is what
it really does. It's like it has its time and place, but that whole, like, if you're not, like, there's this whole thing about, it's like, you know, oh, if you're not working harder than the person next to you, then you're not working, or something like that. It's like that whole pseudo motivational thing that it's like, unless you're killing yourself, it's not real. And it's like, well, if I kill myself, it doesn't get done anyway. Right. So there has to be that balance. It's like, you know, like at the beginning of the year in January, I cranked out a whole comic's worth of pencils in 3 weeks. But, you know, that was Egoraven issue 6. I mean, I couldn't believe I did that. But now with issue 7, it's taking me a little bit longer to do. But but does that mean I'm not working? It's like, no, it's like I'm 5 pages away from finishing this issue 7. So it took me, you know, from like a month and a half instead of 3 weeks. But the work is still getting done. I'm still working on it consistently. It's just that I'm not really like on top of it like I was with the other issue. I guess I needed with issue 6, I needed I needed to prove something to myself that I guessed that I could. So yeah, I'm having issues with issues. Yes, I am.
Yes.
And so I had to prove myself with that issue 6, because it was the first new issue that I had done since 2017 for this series. And I gave myself this schedule, and I needed to prove to myself that the schedule was feasible. And because of that, I realized that it was. So yeah, I slowed down a bit on issue 7, but my schedule is still feasible. It's just that I don't have to practically hurt myself doing it. Because remember, it's like, you know, I got to take care of my hands too. You know, so it's like doing, you know, like so grinding out grinding out an issue in 3 weeks, it's possible, but for me it's not healthy. Because then it's like, oh, I gotta soak my hands for 3 days.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you know, so it's like, so now it's just I'm adjusting my schedule, and it's like and then it's like I have like these other projects that I have to finish in time for the Oswald Chronicles campaign. So now I have like a micro schedule that I have to work into. And now because I'm 5 pages away on this issue, now that micro schedule looks feasible.
Right.
I was panicking a bit before about that micro schedule. I literally had projects that I need to finish within these campaigns so that they're complete when the campaigns are complete.
Right.
But, you know, and like I said, I was panicking a bit. And, you know, but because the duck, right, yeah, exactly. You know, it's like the duck ran a marathon. If a duck can run a marathon, I don't have to be one of the front runners to do it. I can be where the duck is and still accomplish the same thing. So I have I'm 5 pages away from finishing, which puts my micro schedule in perspective. And it also has another thing that JD told me, you know, when I was kind of like questioning whether I could do that schedule. And he was like going, oh, if you set yourself up for failure, you're guaranteed to meet it.
Mm.
And I'm like going, I'm not setting myself up for failure. I just have a plan B. But he goes, yeah, but why do you have a plan B if plan A works?
Wow.
And then it's like there was the usual, fuck you, Jose. And then it's like, damn it.
Yeah, like I was
and then it's like, damn it, he's right. He's right.
Right.
You know?
He's always right. Oh my God. It's almost annoying.
So after that initial grumble, you know, so it's like, okay, yeah, no, he's right.
He is.
It's like, he's right. It's like, get the schedule's there. I know I can do the schedule, so why am I questioning it?
Right.
You know, but at the same time, I don't have to, you know, and the thing is though, it's a schedule that I don't have to hurt myself to meet it. So it's like, so if the work gets done in the time that I allot for it, what does rise and grind mean in the end? You know, it's like what, that I'm hurting myself to do it? It's like that it doesn't count unless I hurt myself? No. If I hurt myself, I can't get the work done.
This is true.
Yeah. So that's
But there are times when you do have to push your limits and push yourself. But fortunately for us, this is not one of those times. we can take a step back, and it's okay.
Right, yeah, exactly. Because that's also the other thing, too. It's like, yeah, and by the way, Stone, it's like JD has plenty of Kickstarters to keep him busy. He doesn't need one more.
Gosh.
So yeah, but that's the thing, too. It's like part of it is also right, exactly. Yes. You know, I mean... It's like, yeah, because tomorrow is not guaranteed to any of us. And honestly, I think I got that from one of Stone's interviews. Tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Some of us don't even have to be paid. All you have to do is ask for us.
Right, yeah. So I want to make sure that my work gets done. But it's like, yeah, but you're right, though. It's like there's some times where you do have to push yourself. Because you don't want to be too comfortable in what you're doing. You know, that was something that Meredith would always say all the time. Don't be comfortable.
Right.
And there's a lot to take from that, because it's like, because comfort kind of leads to laziness.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and we don't want that. It's like, and that's the thing that also that I use in my artwork as well. It's like when I'm trying to do like certain scenes or whatnot, it's like I try to make myself uncomfortable in the work, because that's where progress happens. It's like if I know that I'm having a problem with perspective or backgrounds or something, I know I have to put that in the artwork that I'm doing to push through that. You know, I have to be uncomfortable to push to the other side so that it becomes easier later on. So, and I think that that's what happened in January. I had to push myself to see how long it would take me to pencil a comic so that I can get to the other side of that. And And yeah, exactly. Discipline. Yeah. What was that? Discipline is the what was that? Discipline is the remedy for complacency. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So that's the thing. Always be uncomfortable, but not to the point where it hurts all the time.
Go to work.
Right? Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, no challenges equals boredom, and that's what happens. And boredom leads to, why do I need to do this? So yeah. So in the end, it's like that's kind of what we kind of I think that if we're able to pivot before we hit that wall, then why not, right? I mean, in the end, it's like it's keeping this going.
If you see an accident coming and you don't stop, then you're an idiot.
Right. It's like, because it's like you're not grinding. It's like you're grinding to get the workout, not grinding to hit a wall. And it's like, yeah, and then it's like there's this whole thing about like other people being your but you see, but the thing is, it's like those vacations feel good because you did work. You weren't lazy. You know, that's the thing. It's kind of like you can only know happiness. That again, Carl Jung. It's like you can only know happiness by knowing sadness. You know, you can't have one without the other. You know, a vacation feels good because that's our reward for the work that we've put in. So, and that's what we're doing, but we want to do it in a way that that we can still function.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the thing. It's like none of this, you know, you got to work 80 hours.
Yeah,
you
want quantity or you want quality, motherfucker.
Right, exactly.
Quality.
Right, because it's like there's this guy that JD tells me about that he listens to. One of these, you know, vulture capitalist guys who makes his money by destroying healthy companies. The same kind of people who destroyed Toys R Us. So, and this guy is like he's like a billionaire. So like, I don't know. And JD says, like, you know, for a billionaire, he is the angriest guy he's ever listened to. You know, he says,
so mad.
Right, he's just like so angry about it. You know, it like could be it's just an online persona or whatnot. But the thing that I get out of, I mean, he's kind of like one of these motivational guys, and like the phrase that the guy is known for is like no one gives a shit about your cunt life.
Wow.
You know. So, you know, so it's like, okay, again, the whole, you know, a variation of your not special type of thing. But,
yes.
You know, but pretty much, I mean, the idea, I guess, behind what he is saying is that stop whining, do the work. Right? But the thing is, though, is that, so here's a guy who did the work, is a billionaire, but I wouldn't trade places with him for 1 second, just from how he sounds like, because he sounds like a miserable human being. You know, he loves what he does. It's like, okay, you're a blight on society because you destroy companies. It's like, okay, you go do you, but you know what? Your advice to me is kind of meaningless. You know, if you're not pulling in 80 hours or whatnot, you're not working. It's like, no, I am. I'm just happier with it. I'm just happier with what I'm doing. And I would rather be happier with what I'm doing than I mean, would you rather be happy with your book and be glad that, you know, that it's done? Or do you want that book to resonate because you took your time, you took enough time with it that you created something meaningful that people could read and remember you by? Or are you just concerned about finishing a book?
Right.
I mean, that's, I want people to read my books and really feel something when they read it.
Right.
If I just wanted to finish a book, I could have done anything.
And
why bother at that point? Yeah, why bother at that point? Just to say that you have, oh yeah, I finished this. Okay, but what did you finish? What do you have at the end of that?
And
something
who wants
forgettable?
this shit?
Right. It's like, okay, so you finished it, so go be forgotten.
Right.
Right. I mean, yesterday, part of what put me in a bad headspace was I finished a major scene. I can't even hint at it because it is so spoilery. And this scene put me in a mood. Let's just say I had a Game of Thrones moment.
Oh.
And it
that
put
could
me
be so many things.
That could be so many things, right? But it put me in such a mood that I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of weird. It's like that's how close this story and this book and these characters are to me, that I had to do something to them that made that messed up my day. I had to do something to my characters that messed up my day. And if I can do that, and so it's like, so I'm hoping that I was able to project that feeling into the work, so when it finally gets published, I can ruin other people's days too. Because that's part of the fun of what we do. That it's like, well, we can either make your day or ruin your day. I want people to open up this issue and go,
no,
she did not. She did not.
Because Daphne's not going to start drawing stick figure ponies for you.
Right.
It's Battle of the Bastards kind of mood.
Right, yeah, it's a Battle of the Bastards.
It should have ended if that's what they were going to do at season 8.
Right.
There. Like I said, it's like I had to do something horrible to my characters that so so it's like, yeah, so that's what I'm working towards. Yeah. That's what I'm scheduling for. Max, my dude.
Hey. It's like I'm not scheduling to just do something. I'm scheduling to do something meaningful. It's like I'm scheduling to do something that resonates with people. That people will not just read it and go, okay, I'm done.
Right.
That's not why I'm doing this. And so in the same juncture, that's not why, we're doing this channel so that you guys can be entertained, be educated, just enjoy listening to us, I guess. Just have a good time with us. And we want to have a good time with you guys. Just watching
Absolutely.
You guys bug out in the chat is always fun. But that means that in order for us to give this longevity, it can't be just about the grind. It can't be. Yeah, it's like it can't be just about the grind. It can't just be about we have to do this, this, and this, and this because. There has to be a reason for it, and there has to be a reason that benefits everybody in the room.
And it's so weird that we tiptoe around each other.
It is.
We have to stop doing that, Daphne.
I know, especially when we are on the same wavelength.
Like, I mean, it was so crazy. It's like when you started messaging me last night, I was in my space, so I was like giving one-word replies, but I was like all for it. I was just like in my feels. And then I realized, oh my God, Daphne's in her feels.
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm gonna pass the aggressive asshole. Look, hey, we're good. We're good.
Like I said, I had a stress dream about you and everything. It's like
God. Do I even want to know?
It was just, it's
Oh, come
I mean,
on.
in the end it was fine. It was just one of these amorphous things that just makes me sad at the end, and I go, oh, I have to make sure I talk to Nita later. But in the end, when I realized that what we do on the back end was more important than doing a daily vlog or having to do a daily vlog.
Hey,
oh, here we go. Yeah, I know. Did we mention something?
I don't know. Let me get rid of them.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So we're mixing things up. We're changing things up because of one question. But it's for the benefit of everybody.
And I'm so grateful he asked that question.
Yeah.
It needed to be asked.
Right, yeah, it did. Because I wasn't thinking about it at all. Although, obviously, we could both feel it. Something was happening.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like we just didn't think of asking each other that question. Like, why do we do this? why do we do this instead of that?
Right.
But yeah, so I guess it's like the moral of the story today is, don't forget to ask yourselves the important questions. Why are you doing this? And adjusting accordingly if you have to. The work is still going to be there regardless. The work is still going to have to get done. It's just that we have to work better at what we're doing, more efficiently, not this rise and grind shit, where it's like, oh, you have to have, because I hear the hit is stronger for less, but hypothetically,
because we poor, poor.
So if you're doing something, it's like, ask yourself the right questions. Well, ask yourself why. It's like, so why am I doing this? Why am I doing this way? And can it be better if we mix it up? If I went here instead of there? If I went left instead of right? Would it be better for me and the project? Get
you a JD in your life.
Well, yes. Or at least someone who will just look at you and ask you. It's like, why do you do that anyway? It's that's all it took. So we're going to be so starting Monday, we're going to be broadcasting we're going to do the vlog just Mondays and Fridays. Yeah. So we're going to be updating. I'll be updating all the cards and stuff, and our bumps over the weekend, just to make that slight change. And it's like, so, we're going to do our 15-minute segment. We're going to have, interviews on Mondays, our 15-minute segment on Fridays. I'm bringing back my stream on Wednesday afternoons. You guys can watch Brian K. Morris in peace. And it's like, and check out all our other
make
shows.
Some money so I can put it on some podcasts.
Right, there you go. So and I'm gonna make up some nice graphics to keep this place looking nice and vacuumed.
You want me to start throwing these cards?
Yeah. So which cards you putting up first? Okay, there we go. So, on that note, remember to support the Longshots on Indiegogo. 9 books, 7 publishers, 1 big deal. You can find everything you want in this campaign. So on Indiegogo, buy it. $2.77 per book. Unheard of on Indiegogo on any campaign. Absolutely. It's like you cannot find this type of deal anywhere on any crowdfunder whatsoever. So it is worth every penny. It's like it's a campaign you can share. That's what it is. So Longshots on Indiegogo. And again, the Oswald Chronicles launches March 21st. the next series in the Oswald Chronicles saga. So sign up on the pre-launch page to get notified when that goes live. So March 21st. And last but not least, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn on Kickstarter, issues 1 through 4. Again, links in the comments and the chat and the show notes. All this is currently on pre-launch. Sign up. Add to the 125 people who are signed up already to get notified.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a personal record for me. And March 14th, we'll be doing a live stream launching the campaign at 4:00. So join me then. So we have these 3 campaigns, and of course, ask us some questions, have a comment, ask us what we're doing, why are we doing it. You have an idea for a topic you want us to talk about, raginaavc@gmail.com. So at least we'll have something to talk about on Mondays and Fridays when we come back. So there we go. So I guess in the end, the advice stays the same. Eat your food, stay moisturized, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you always do the work, when you really do the work, you never have to fake your accomplishments. And you don't, and screw rise and grind. Screw rise and grind. It's like, what? You know what you need to do to get the work done. So do your work as best as you need it. To get it done. So, any final words, Nita?
Do it. Hit the button.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Stay productive. And be kind to one another. And don't buy into people's bullshit.
Exactly. In the end, yeah. Don't listen to that stuff. You know what you need to do. So go do it.
Word.
And we'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for our. Well, technically, it would be the proper schedule show because it'd be a Friday. But we'll see you tomorrow at 11. Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Saying, live your motherfucking life. You gotta get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is gonna hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, the fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You gotta be grateful. You need haters.